Will 2 weeks in Vietnam blow us away? We already spent 1 week. We are on our 5th week of our 3-month journey around Asia. We're the Blazing Travelers, and this is the 2nd city in our 7th country during our trip. And from Hanoi, we decided to head south to central Vietnam.
Right now, it is day 8, our 2nd day here in Da Nang, and it's been beautiful. It's pretty chill. I just learned that this was voted like top 25. It was like number 8 most prettiest city in the world by Travel and Leisure. And we're going to Hoi An in a few days, and that was voted like best place for solo travelers. So I'm excited. We got a lot planned while we're here. We're gonna go to We're gonna go to We're gonna go to Hoi An, and we're in Da Nang right now. And there's a lot of seafood restaurants on this beach. We are enjoying the beach right now. Our view is right there. That hotel right there behind us. We have an amazing view while we're here. Hotel's super cheap. We paid like $30 a night. Which is actually a really good deal, seeing as we got free breakfast. There was even like a custom omelet area. Nice views at the restaurant, nice views at the pool. The hotel was pretty nice. We did get a free upgrade though, because there was a little dookie on our toilet when we came, and so they upgraded us for 1 day, which is kind of sketch, because shouldn't they have upgraded us the entire time? Either way, this had a patio. The room that we went to afterwards didn't have a patio, but it still had a good view. The beach below, we touched it, but we didn't go in. As you can see, there was like mineral deposits, and there was a little bit of trash on the beach. I honestly would have went in if we had more time, but we only had like 40 minutes down here before having to leave. And so yeah. Da Nang is on the coast, so I think the busier beach areas are by the more luxury hotels more south. Then we made our way to get some lunch, and it was only $5.21. We actually ate from a Michelin-star restaurant. They charged us like 5 cents per wet wipe. We didn't know that. Either way, it wasn't as good as we expected for it to be the only Michelin-rated restaurant in Vietnam, or in Da Nang, I should say. And bun xeo is actually one of our favorite dishes. I know it's an Asian cultural thing, but why can't they just peel the shrimp? After like a 40-minute lunch, our next stop was the Da Nang Dragon Bridge. If you go to Da Nang, you have to go to the Dragon Bridge. I believe they do a show on Fridays and Saturdays. Fortunately, we missed that show, and that was our fault. So we just explored the city some more. Found this little coffee shop after thrifting that had live music. We actually got multiple cups because the salted coffee, or Cafe Moi, was so good here. We got the chance to see the bridge light up at night, but like I said, there was no fire coming out the mouth right here because that's only on the 2 days or the 1 day at the weekend. But good views all around if you can make it. For our next day, we hopped in our taxi or a ride share, and we were going to try the public transportation, but we woke up a little bit late and left too late, so we decided just to take a taxi. I think it might have cost us like $8, which is not bad. Ate some of Hoi An specialty because that's where we're at today, exploring the city of Hoi An, one of the other large cities in central Vietnam. Totally reminds me of like Luang Prabang or Chiang Mai for those of you that don't know. But basically, it's on the water, so it's slightly different. Even though those other two are on the water, it's just the body of water, the river here is slightly bigger and more used. It's really beautiful, but you know we're here to light some lanterns. So you can do this pretty much every night. They do have one big festival every single month. I believe it during the full moon, but you can still light lanterns every single night. You just have to find a boat that has lanterns.
Oh, thank you so much.
dishes in Hoi.
Wow. Bun bell.
So right now we are back at the shop picking up our shoes. It took about 3 hours and they custom made our shoes for us. So let's go in and pick them up.
No sauce. We're coming here, I was so nervous. I'm like, oh my god.
And what's better than ending the night with an espresso martini that's also an egg espresso martini. And you know, we began the next day with some salted egg coffee as well, because we're in Vietnam, why not? Toto Chan was a pretty cute cafe. It was reasonably priced in walking distance from our hotel. Afterwards, we headed to the Lady Buddha, which is the biggest and most famous Buddha statue in Da Nang, maybe in all of Vietnam actually. The park is absolutely free, which was surprising because it wasn't crowded at all. Nothing like the Big Buddha in Phuket. It did get extremely hot because you're on top.
What happened? Had too much fun แม่นบ่ม่วนหลายโพดจะเบิ่งหน้าของพ่อ Look at that daddy's face. Oh, don't throw up. He said, oh.
I can't do throw up. I can do poop. I can throw up.
It's okay. It's a baby.
Of the hill, so you know we had to cool off with like $1 ice cream. It's actually pretty good. So the day prior, before we went to Hoi An, we actually checked into a new hotel. It was the 4-Point Sheraton. Really nice hotel. Like, look at this pool, look at the views of even this Hilton hotel over here. But it has nice views of the beach. It's only like 4 minutes from the other hotel we stayed at driving, maybe 2 minutes driving. We are trying to get that Marriott status like talked about in the other videos. We just got the base room, so not as nice as that presidential room, but as a base room, this room is actually pretty nice. Love the glass bathroom that it had there. And awesome views of the beach, even though this patio is tiny. And then after we checked in, they let us know about the happy hour that was going on. I believe it was either Wednesday or Thursday. And the hotel pretty much gave you free appetizers and unlimited local beer and wine from Vietnam. The best burger we had in Vietnam was at Bikini Bottom Burgers. Unfortunately, our phone died. So go check our Instagram video we made on it. But you should go visit if you like burgers. And what's this trip to central Vietnam without going to Hue? And so Da Nang Station was where we took the train from, and it wasn't that expensive. We actually paid for the soft chair or the soft bench on the way there. On the way back, we did the sleeper berth, and it was actually pretty relaxing. There was people passing out food. Cats slept a little bit. I didn't sleep at all because these views were absolutely amazing. And now you can take a taxi or a bus, but you will miss these views. I believe on the way up, you want to go sit on the right side so that you get views of the water. The ride does take about 2.5 hours. I highly suggest if you're going to do the sleeper or anything at night, you book the more luxury and tourist focused train, which is a little bit more expensive, but more on that later. We arrived in Hue and we stopped to get some coffee. We needed something to pick us up after that train ride. Beautiful city. This reminds me of a combination of Siem Reap, Chiang Rai, and any ancient city you've been to in anywhere in Southeast Asia. Just make sure that you bring something light to wear because it is open, and so that heat is going to hit you like it did to us. Entrance fee is a little pricier as it's about $8, but I highly suggest going to the Imperial City. It does take a long time to get through everything. We only had like 2 hours, so we had to fast pace through some stuff. I would give yourself 3 to 4 hours because there's a lot to do within there. After we were done, we couldn't leave without trying some bún bò Hue, which is basically like Hue's pho, is what they're famous for, and some of these local rice dishes, which you don't really see in Vietnamese restaurants in the US. It was delicious.
Ended the night getting a relaxing massage because we had a 3-hour train ride back, which I highly recommend getting the tourist type of train because that sleeper counted about 20 roaches. The locals just slept through those. I did not. You can also just travel during the day or sit in the chairs on your ride back at night. Now, if you want more tips or itinerary suggestions for Vietnam, watch the rest of our videos right here.